Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the world's most famous plaything coming at you live, large, and in charge with a very special guest, the shining jewel of the South, the patriarch of the trailer park, the Duke of the Double Wide, Julez Bradley, and you're listening to Duke Loves Rasslin.
You're locked in.
Look at what we have here, folks.
To the only show that matters.
The cream of the crop.
Duke Loves Rasslin.
And there is no one that does it better than
your host.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
The Duke.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Hold on a second, Duke. You know why we're here. I brought you the biggest new star you've never heard of, the shining jewel of the South, the patriarch of the trailer park, the Duke of the Double Wide, the sensation of single wide strong style with a black belt from the Whoa Dojo, the one, the only, the money mullet, Julez Bradley.
The $1 million mullet, the main event mullet, the machine gun mullet, the Florida follicle fountain, baby.
Okay, I don't know what the heck is going on here, folks, but
we took over the show. That's what's going on.
Okay, the return of Stix, and he's brought his muscle with him. So welcome back, Stix, and Julez Bradley for the first time ever. Welcome to Duke Loves Rasslin. Stix, where the hell did you find this guy?
So where the hell did I find this guy? Trained by the ghetto superstar Steve Pinder out of DCCW, and we've been running up and down these roads now for almost a year and a half. This kid is an up-and-comer, if there ever was one. Not up-and-comer, he is the main event, a future star, a current star, a reigning defending champion in multi-states all over the place. So, I took him under my wing or under my stick, as it were, and we're finding our way all over the country, dare I say all over the world, taking over the wrestling business one show at a time, baby.
You can say strip club. I don't mind. We're not going to get in trouble, right?
You got kicked out of the club. I can't tell people that story. You got thrown out.
All right.
You can't.
All right. Let's leave the strip clubs out of it here, fellas. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to run a family-friendly thing here.
You're going to get Duke in trouble with this lady. I can tell around.
Yeah. All right. My bad.
You know, last time you were here, Stix, you almost did that. So I'm trying to keep it clean here. Jesus Christ. Julez Bradley. What's this I'm hearing about you going around punching people in the face and then laughing about it afterwards? Is this true?
No recollection whatsoever. I'm going to plead the fifth on that one. I do have a tendency for my fist to find its way into people's faces. I guess I might find that a little funny from time to time, if you were. Yeah, no comment. There's no comment on that.
Yeah, the lawyers are still working on that alleged erroneous charge, so we'll see what happens after that. But we can't discuss it right now on your show, Duke. And I know your fans get their panties in a bunch when I say I can't talk about something, but it is what it is.
Whose face is he referring to?
All of them.
Which one? Oh, okay.
Unbelievable.
You know the one.
This is off the rails already here. Juelz, do you realize that Stix is probably the most controversial manager down in Florida? I mean, this guy, he almost gets promotions kicked out of buildings for the antics that he puts up with there. He's out there threatening people, showing up, trying to start trouble and what have you. He's always hiding behind his muscle. I mean, are you prepared to deal with a rabble-rouser like that?
Yeah, I'm right there with him. There's been several times where we've been kicked out of place. We've gotten in spats with gas station employees. We've rabble roused around Waffle Houses all the time. Been a couple times outside of shows I've been threatened or had a gun or a knife pulled on me. I'm here for it. This is what we do. This is a perfect combination. This is shine and dirt right here. This is some can, some can't, some got it, some ain't, if it were.
Wow. Stix, you told me you were going to leave the Waffle House alone. Is this a new thing here? What's going on?
I'm only leaving it alone because I'm banned in like 4 states. Okay, it's not by choice; it's only by requirement or obligation.
I'm not on probation in Georgia no more. That's a good thing.
That's right. We just got off probation in Georgia. We were driving to Philly. Some stuff happened. We got pulled over, and he was on probation for almost a long time. And we got in trouble with both our old ladies. And now we're good. Now we're back on the old crooked and narrow, if you will.
Unbelievable. So what's the story here, Stix? I mean, you and Juelz, you're running around, making towns, beating people up, making money. What is the story now? What do you guys have going on? Because I hear that there's a big event tied to the NWA later this month.
So we actually have been running up and down these roads everywhere we can go, every state that'll have us, every promotion that'll have us, and we're lucky and fortunate enough to have a foot in the door, dare I say a whole leg at this point, with the National Wrestling Alliance, and we've been able to work many shows backstage and be runners and be helpful. Well, Juelz does most of the running, I do most of the talking, and we have been in the good graces of the higher ups of the NWA now for about a year, and we're finally in a place where they want to see if we can fill some seats, put a butt every 18 inches, if you will, and give us an opportunity here in Dothan coming up on March 22nd at the Dothan Civic Center. Hard Times, Daddy, live, large, and in charge right there in Dothan, Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, if I could talk about Hard Times for a second, you're talking about the king of Hard Times, the king of swing, baby, the patriarch of the trailer park. I'm born and bred out the trash, out the gutter. This is the biggest opportunity of my life, and I can't stress that enough. The NWA giving me this shot, giving me this opportunity to prove that I can, when I'm always preaching that some can and some can't. I'm just going to do what I always do, go out there and shine on them like I always do. But if you guys want to come out there, support me, Dothan, Alabama, make sure you guys hit up my socials and go click the link, man. Go buy a ticket, come watch that mullet shake, come see me do what I do.
Now, here's the problem here, Juelz. I mean, you're a guy that you like to get into bar fights, you like to get into Waffle House fights and things like that. When you talk about the NWA, though, this is structured. This is a place where you gotta play by the rules, so to speak. Here, you're in a match. This isn't some street fight here. How are you going to translate your natural abilities to not follow the rules? Dare I say, break the law? How are you going to fit into the structure that is the historic NWA?
They do got a lot of cameras. You're right about that. But as long as the ref don't see it, don't count, right?
Unbelievable. Stix, you got to keep this guy in line here. I mean, if you guys really are serious about making the biggest splash in pro wrestling, he's got to follow the rules, Stix.
Listen, the only line I'm worried about following is the one to the pay window, and you've known that for almost 6 years. So here's the deal. I'll do the talking, he does the walking, and we'll find our way to the top of the NWA or TNA or wherever they want to put us. It doesn't matter, because the long and short of it is the combination of Stix and Julez Bradley is something no one has ever seen before. The things we do when we're out there entertaining those people have never been seen before on this planet, and we're in a position now to actually go out there, put on a show like the NWA has never seen, like Billy Corgan has never seen, and make a name for ourselves. Finally getting out of the bingo halls, finally getting out of the backyards, finally getting out of the car lots and all that crazy stuff, making a living at this on a real level. And that's what this is about. Dothan, Alabama, March 22nd, NWA Hard Times. Like Juelz said, we're both Hard Times boys, man. My life started, I was a forgotten son, literally left to die. Juelz is the same way. We come from the dumpster, but we're reaching the top, whether they like it or not.
Dude, let me ask you this. You know many other 29-month legends that get this kind of opportunity, that get this kind of foot in the door? I didn't get here by following no rules, man. I jumped the line on purpose. I shook my bullet in the face of the people behind me as I did it.
I figured you paid somebody off. I don't understand how a guy who, you know, has essentially just shown up suddenly is getting on NWA cards and stuff like that. And I know Stix's reputation, so I got to imagine you guys grease some hands or something like that, because this just seems kind of crazy here.
Well, you know that I have earned a reputation in this business for being one of the smartest minds, albeit one of the most controversial voices in the game today. But I have made friends or enemies or frenemies, whatever you want to call them. So luckily, I have a reputation that sometimes precedes me. And you know better than anybody, Duke, how hard I had to work and the looks I got and the whispers I heard before I even made a name for myself at the level I am now. So to be in this position, to put Juelz in this position, to put him in that ring between those three ropes with that ring skirt on it that says National Wrestling Alliance is probably one of the highlights of my career. I know it's the apex of his at this point. So let's see where we go from here, because I know this ain't the top.
Billy Corgan, I know you listen to the show. This Julez Bradley, I don't know, man. He seems like a handful. So if you're going to throw him in the ring, then you really need to get another handful to straighten him out there. That's what we want to see, because if not,
ain't nobody straightening nothing out.
The only thing we need to straighten out is his mullet. The rest is not a problem. Listen, Billy Corgan, let me tell you, brother, you already know that we bring something special. And I'm not just talking about the short bus I used to ride to go to school. I'm talking about the dynamic duo of Julez Bradley and Stix, the world's most famous plaything. I will buy you all the alkaline water you want. I will buy you all the loose tea leaves. I will come and spend all my money in Illinois, brother. Just give us a shot, baby.
Julez Bradley, I don't know, man. I'm the jury's still out on you. I know that you're a guy with a bad reputation out there. So I am concerned about the NWA and what could possibly happen when you step into the squared circle in that promotion. What was that date again, Stix?
March 22nd, Dothan, Alabama, Dothan Civic Center. Be there, baby. Hit that ticket link on all of our socials. We share it every single day. It's the place to be and be seen if you want to see Juelz shine on him and Stix limp and gimp and pimp his way through the wrestling and entertainment business.
Julez Bradley, what's the best way that anyone listening can keep up with you and see where the next place you're going to get into trouble?
That would be Facebook, the X, or Instagram at Julez Bradley on all three. It's just this journey I'm on is all about showing them that some can, some can't, some got it, some ain't, some will, some won't, some got it, some don't. And if you're gonna be good, then be good at it.
And if you're going to be bad, don't get caught. Listen, and make sure you hit up that merch. Buy the merch, unforgettablevision.com/Julez Bradley. Buy all the merch of Juelz. And, of course, myself, tpublic.com/StixFix. You know I got to get the merch in, baby.
It's yours truly, the Duke of the Double Wide, coming at you live, large, and in charge with the limping, pimping, gimping. And I just want to let everybody know that I'm going to go out there, shake my hair like I always do. March 22nd, Dothan, Alabama, Hard Times. The Trash Lord rises to the top and becomes high class. Finally, not no trailer trash.
And you already know, you hear the voice, you know the name. Stix, the world's most famous plaything, gonna change the game, limping and gimping and pimping my way through life. NWA presents Hard Times. You're looking at the tag team of Hard Times. We started from the bottom, and now we're here to steal a quote from that one guy. Buy the tickets, buy the merch, be there or be square, and Juelz is gonna shake his hair and shine on him like he always does.
Strictly for the culture every day. Stepping style in your unique way. Patterns and colors so defined. All about the perfect line. Be yourself, let your spirit fly. In this fashion, you'll touch the sky. Strictly for the culture, brand so fine. Dress to impress and show your shine. Strictly for the culture, every day. Step in style in your unique way.
Visit www.strictlyfortheculture.ca.
This is Tony Schiavone, and we're desperately out of time on Duke Loves Rasslin.